Hi, you two. So obviously you've chosen to do a character description. So you get to choose whether you would like to describe Rose. And so this is going to build on what we learnt in term one when we were describing characters. So I've got a picture of Rose there, but you could draw a picture of Rose in your books. And then you could just use lines to think and brainstorm some adjectives about Rose. So I'm going to begin by describing her brown, curly, brown, curly, short hair. And you can see that I've used a noun group to describe her hair. That's what we want to aim for using noun groups. The next thing I'm going to describe is what she's like. She's very kind and friendly, isn't she, in the story? Very friendly to Mr Wintergarten. The next thing I'm going to brainstorm, is wearing red stripy stockings. And I can see she's wearing brown pointy shoes. And the last thing I might brainstorm about Rose, maybe something about her personality again, is that she's very generous. The way she wanted to give Mr Wintergarten a gift. Okay, so then I've brainstormed a few things about Rose. So now I want to put these into sentences and I want to join some of them together to make a compound sentence. So I'm not just using simple sentences. So I'm going to begin by my first sentence saying, I might do a simple sentence first. Rose has brown, curly, short hair. So I'm going to write that part in a sentence. Rose has brown, curly, short hair. So there's a simple sentence. My next sentence, I might join a few of the ideas together. I might say she's kind and friendly because she was not afraid to talk to Mr Wintergarten. She is kind and friendly because she was not afraid to talk to Mr. Need a capital letter for Mr. Wintergarten. The next two I might join together, and I might just have to make that a little bit smaller. Next two I might join together is the red stripy stockings and the brown pointy shoes. And I started my last sentence with the pronoun she, so I need to start with Rose again. So I might write, Rose wears red stripy stockings with brown pointy shoes. Rose wears red stripy stockings with brown, need a comma, pointy shoes. So we're building those noun groups. And so I started with Rose, so I know I need to use the pronoun she this time. So I might write, she is generous when she gives Mr Wintergarten some flowers and fairy cakes. So there you can see, boys and girls, I've used those ideas, those adjectives to describe Rose, and I put them into full sentences. So now, sorry, I thought I was not recording. So now I'm going to show you how I can do the same for Mr Wintergarten. So I'm going to brainstorm again some adjectives to describe Mr Wintergarten. So I might start with bald, wrinkly head. Poor Mr Wintergarten. He has a long, pointy chin, doesn't he? Oops, I didn't spell pointy right. Need to fix that up. There we go. He really has, I think, good adjectives would be skinny and hunched over body. Hunched over body. Down here, I might describe, he's got long stick-like legs, doesn't he? Long stick-like legs. They look like sticks. And maybe over here I might describe poor old Mr Wintergarten's pointy, scary nose. Okay, so they're my brainstormed ideas for the adjectives. So now I'm just going to make my writing a bit smaller. Now I'm going to put those into full sentences. So the first one I might do is his bald, wrinkly head, and I might write, Mr Wintergarten has a bald, wrinkly head which makes him look mean. Mr Wintergarten has a bald, wrinkly head which makes him look mean. So I started with Mr Wintergarten, the noun. The next one I need to do is start with the pronoun, he. And I might join his poor old chin and nose together in a sentence. So I might write, he has a long pointy chin and a nose that looks scary. He has a long, we need to have a comma in between our adjectives, a long pointy chin and a nose that looks scary. And I use the conjunction and to join those two ideas together. My next sentence, I might write how Mr Wintergarten looks very old with his hunched over body. Mr Wintergarten looks very old with his hunched over body. And I'll start with the pronoun he. I might finish with a more of an entertaining sentence. I might write, he has long stick-like legs that were actually very good at kicking balls. He has long stick-like legs that were actually very good at kicking balls. Maybe I'll do an exclamation mark. So there you go, boys and girls. That's an idea of how you could write a character description. So draw a picture. You only have to choose one of the characters. So you can choose Rose or Mr Wintergarten. Brainstorm adjectives and try to build them into noun groups so that we have more than one adjective describing the character. And you can do lines. And remember, we did this in term 1 when we were describing characters. Then once you've brainstormed your adjectives, then you use those ideas and put them into full sentences. And don't forget, your full sentences should use the noun and then a pronoun and have your adjectives in them. Don't forget to try for simple sentences and compound sentences. I hope you have fun with your character descriptions. Enjoy you too.